everyone, welcome to this live video. I'm here tonight with Jenna Bahro, and I'm super excited to be here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. So I am super excited for you guys to get to hear her experience, her journey. Honestly, the first time I heard it, it gave me chills, and I was like, I need to interview you. I need you to come and share your story with everyone so that everyone can see what is possible. And so Jenna is a nurse. She's a mom of 2 young children, and she's actually from Ontario, Canada as well. And Jenna, do you want to share a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what things were before you got onto your journey, and everything? We're just going to get right into it.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited to be here with everyone today. I'm going to try to not overtalk because I do love to talk, so bear with me. But so yeah, I'm a nurse. I'm a mom of 2 beautiful little humans. So I really needed something more in my life. I wanted to be able to be the best mama for my kids. Before I started Thrive, I was exhausted. I was a burnt out mom with 2 kids, under 2 at the time. And I had a husband who worked out of town. And honestly, it felt like I was living the single mom life some days. Like, my husband is a wonderful husband, and he's an incredible father, and he works long hours to really provide us with the life that we do have. But it is long weeks and long days without him. And I was just completely exhausted. I was defeated. And at this time, I would literally have an afternoon nap. I didn't feel like taking my daughter out to play. I was just exhausted, right? I just had a newborn baby at the time. Like, I couldn't even keep up with the demands of motherhood. And as soon as the kids went down at night, I was down asleep on the couch. Like, I was just completely exhausted all throughout the day. I had no energy, nothing at all. I also had a lot of discomfort because I had back-to-back pregnancies. I legit had 7 months between my daughter and my son that I was not pregnant. And it really takes a year before your body gets back to normal, I find. So I just felt like it was just back-to-back and just so much discomfort. And it was hard on my body. And I wasn't able to stay active because of all the discomfort I was experiencing and the exhaustion. So the lack of energy and no motivation to do so. So I really felt like a failure as a mom, and a wife too, to be completely honest. I just could not keep up with the demands of motherhood and trying to raise 2 kind humans. And it was just exhausting. So I wanted something more.
Yeah. And so who introduced you to this, and kind of like what kind of prompted you to go for it? And what did you think at first when they first introduced you to it? I'm curious.
Yeah, so Sarah Cray was the one that introduced me to this, and I literally said no 7 times. Like, as much as like I kind of wanted something more, I said no 7 times. I was just like, nope, this is not for me. Like, pretty skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. And why I decided to go for it was because I watched everyone, and I'm like, okay, like, people are getting results, people are happy, moms are thriving, literally. And I'm like, okay, like, there's something to this.
Yeah.
So I really did my research, and I'm a big researcher, especially with me being a nurse. I want to know what I'm putting into my body and what I'm recommending to others.
Yeah.
So I really researched it, and I'm like, okay, like, what's the harm in trying, right? Like, I have to try it. And that's when, like, my whole life changed, was when I actually started to try Thrive, and it's completely changed my life.
And did you jump like right into a 4-week package, or did you try a sample? I'm curious.
So shipping, it takes a little bit here in Canada with like all the COVID and pandemic stuff happening. It's actually not like that anymore. But at the time, she sent me a sample, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I looked at the business model too, and I'm like, I'm just going to go for it. So I didn't even try the product before I decided to promote it. But then I got my sample pack here, and I ended up trying it. And I couldn't even believe it. Like, even on day 1, I'm like, oh, like, this is something.
I love it because it's like I was the same thing. I was like, "What is this?"
Yes, I know, and like I was so skeptical. So
I totally get it. I get it. But I love that. So you did your research, you looked into it, and you were like, you know what? What do I have to lose? Let's go for it. And I love that. Okay, awesome. And so when you did start it, what did you start to notice? Like, take us through your experience.
yeah, so the first day I started Thrive, I realized an increase in my energy levels. Like I never really thought anything really of it because like I used to drink 6 cups of coffee a day. But it wasn't until later on that day that I realized, oh, I didn't even have a single cup of coffee. And I didn't nap. And I had all the energy. And then around day 3, I couldn't believe the energy I actually had to keep up with my kids. Like my daughter is a wild child and she requires a lot of energy. And I was able to keep up with her. I was able to be active with her. I was taking her outside. And at the time it was kind of snowy here too. So I was taking her outside in the snow, taking her down to the lake. And I had energy to keep up with her and my son. And I was able to now go for walks. And I was literally feeling like I was becoming the best mama for them. The mom that they really do deserve at the end of the day. And this was like the day where it was just like, oh, okay, this is something. I started actually to take care of myself again. My discomfort seemed to go away a little bit. And I started to kind of create that active lifestyle again, postpartum, working out daily. And then day 10 came around. And that was a game changer. That is when like my whole life kind of shifted. I realized a huge shift in my mood. You know, being a mom, my mood has always affected me. I feel like every mama goes through some postpartum blue in some way. And it was always a struggle. But day 10 is when I started to become a lot happier. I was a lot less agitated with my kids. And my mood was really starting to improve. My husband even noticed this as well. And this is like the day when he actually started the Thrive experience too. So day 10 was really like the game changer for me. I was a lot happier and I was truly feeling like I was becoming that better version of myself that my family deserves. And I was becoming that better wife that my husband deserves. I was becoming that better mama that my 2 little humans deserved. And it has impacted my life so much, and it still continues to impact my life. And it was really the best decision I've ever made for myself.
That's amazing. And okay, there's a few things I want to touch on here. So you took your kids outside in the snow, which is a whole entire process. Let me tell you, it's like getting them ready, putting on their snowsuits on. They're like, it's a thing, you know. It's like you're like almost working out, putting on those snowsuits on.
Oh, it is. It's a workout in itself. Like it takes 30 minutes.
I know, because I'm a teacher. So, I mean, when I help my students get ready, I'm like, you know, like, it's like, okay, let's go. We've got this. And it's like, yeah. So I totally get that. So that's amazing. You were doing that in the first couple of days. And okay, I'm actually curious to know, what has your husband's experience been?
Amazing. So he has always suffered with some type of GI issue, like bloat, and his mood too, a little bit, right? Like I feel like as moms, we tend to forget about the dads a little bit, you know, like they are dealing with a lot of stuff. Like as moms, we can't wait for them to get home from work, but then they are like in dad mode. And they don't really have a break. As much as we feel like they're getting a break at work, they're really not. They are going to work. My husband has a very high stress job. So his GI issues, like his bloating, all the discomfort he was actually experiencing day to day went away, as well as his mood started to improve. And he noticed too a big shift in his life at work. He was a lot less agitated with his employees. He was really, I don't mean any pun intended here, but really thriving as for his employees. And he really started to see that shift. And our marriage has even improved since he has started as well.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So it's just like improvement on all fronts. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. I have loved hearing your experience one more time. And everyone watching, let me tell you, if you're even thinking, okay, I need to know what this is, I need to have more information, what Jenna went through or how Jenna felt before, that's exactly what I'm feeling now, and I need to change things. You need to reach out to the person who either shared this video with you, to the person who added you to the group if you're watching it from our group, Do You Thrive? Or you need to go ahead and just message us and say, hey, tell us what this is, share a little bit more information, because I'm telling you, I'm sure that this can do so many amazing things for you, because what we've seen, what we've experienced ourselves is absolute life-changing, turn us upside down, amazing experiences, and we know that this can do the same for you. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again, Jenna, for joining me tonight. And okay, bye everyone.